Wall Street wants boomers to work longer hours, but hiring or keeping someone in their 60s or 70s isn't typical for most employers. Now it's become a retirement catch-22, affecting millions of Americans. Joining us now to talk all about it is Logue. She's with Business Insider. And welcome to Daily Flash.
Good morning.
So let's
It's
talk
nice to
about
be
this
here.
latest retirement crisis. What's happening here?
Well, the biggest issue is that because people are living so much longer, pension plans and Social Security are really feeling a lot of financial pressure. And there's a big question about whether or not people are going to be able to afford to have a good retirement, especially as they get older and need more health care. And the issue, though, is that if you ask people to work longer, someone has to be willing to hire them to work
Yes.
longer.
How does the age discrimination part of it impact savings and investment when you're looking at the bigger picture?
Well, first of all, like the longer you work, the more money you're able to save, the more you're able to pay into Social Security, and also the less pressure you'll put on Social Security because you'll be collecting payments when you're older. And it's the same for defined contribution, or excuse me, defined benefit pensions, which fewer people have, but some people still do. And again, like if you can delay collecting payment, then there's less pressure on the pension plan. But for that to work, people have to be able to have jobs that to retire from later. And what we're finding is that there are some jobs, of course, that people really can't do long term. A lot of types of physical labor are really exhausting and wear people out physically. But there are a lot of other jobs that people would be happy to do for a longer period of time, but employers have not been interested in hiring older workers. Age discrimination is a real factor. Um, Economists who've researched it have seen it happen over and over again, but it's also a form of discrimination that has been easier for a lot of employers to hide or to get away with engaging in.
Yeah, and we see this across the board with almost every kind of job. You're seeing a lot of, older employees. And when I say older, I could be talking about anyone from 40 to 60, who's not yet in that retirement mode. And they're being replaced by people who are, 20 to 25, maybe 30. What can these employers do to support an older workforce?
I mean, it's really interesting because at the same time, we have record low unemployment, and a lot of employers are trying to find more workers or retain the workers that they have. So there should be room to keep people in the workforce longer as they're older and bring in more older workers. Um, some of the cultural things that employers seem to resent about older workers, one is that they often don't look young and energetic. And in a lot of jobs, a lot of retail jobs, a lot of sales jobs, but even a lot of corporate jobs, people like the idea of having young and energetic people around them, or they think that their clients prefer to see younger people. Um, there's also some evidence that older workers are maybe less patient or less malleable, maybe because they've heard all of the corporate buzzwords before, because they've been through 6 or 7 or 8 restructurings, and so they're a little more cynical. But I think a lot of it is simply a feeling that if people are older, they shouldn't be working, whether or not they want to.
Yeah, some great insight, Anne. Thank you so much for joining us. I mean, and we could talk so much more about this when it comes to when you can retire and how much you can save for it. We'd love to have you back on again. For more information on Anne and this particular topic, businessinsider.com is your go-to. And you can also head to our website for more information on the retirement catch-22. Our website, dailyflashshow.com. Stay with us. We're back right after this.